The massive alien ship appeared over Seoul without warning. People in the street stopped and pointed at the dark metal structure that blocked out the sun. It was 3 times bigger than any building on Earth and made no sound as it hung in the sky. Han-Woo was eating lunch in his office when his assistant burst through the door. "Prime Minister, you need to see this," she said, her face pale with fear. Woo dropped his chopsticks and followed her to the window. The alien ship cast a shadow over the entire government district. Within an hour, smaller ships descended from the massive vessel. They landed in the plaza outside the United Earth Government building. Woo watched from his window as strange beings emerged from the ships. They were tall, maybe 8 feet, with gray skin and 4 arms. Their heads were larger than human heads, and their eyes glowed with a cold blue light. Park Jin, the director of Earth Defense Force, ran into Woo's office. "Sir, our weapons are useless against their shields. Whatever they want, we cannot fight them." The aliens marched toward the building. Earth's security forces stepped aside. Nobody wanted to be the first to die fighting beings from another world. Kim. Now the chief diplomatic advisor knocked on the door. "Prime Minister, they are requesting a meeting. They say they are from something called the Galactic Council." Woo straightened his tie and walked to the main conference room. He had led Earth through wars and disasters, but nothing had prepared him for this moment. The aliens were already waiting when he arrived. The largest alien stepped forward. When it spoke, a device on its chest translated its words into Korean. "I am Ambassador Thekvar of the Galactic Council. Your species has been discovered and must now follow galactic law." Woo sat down across from the aliens. "Welcome to Earth. What does galactic law require of us?" Thekvar's 4 arms moved as he spoke. "Every species that joins galactic society must pay tribute. This tribute shows your willingness to contribute to the greater good of all civilized beings." Kimna took notes as the alien continued. "The tribute is simple. You must provide 10,000 of your finest specimens to work in our mining colonies. These workers will help extract valuable materials that benefit all species in the galaxy." "What kind of work?" Woo asked, though he suspected he already knew the answer. "Mining work in hostile environments, deep space colonies where the conditions are difficult. Your people will be well fed and housed," Thekvar said. The way he said it made Woo think the aliens were not telling the complete truth. Another alien, smaller than Thekvar, stepped forward. "I am Morlach, assistant to the ambassador. We have integrated many species into galactic society. The process is always smooth when species cooperate." "And if we refuse?" Park Jin asked. Thekvar's blue eyes grew brighter. "Refusal leads to planetary reorganization. Your world would be stripped of all resources and your species relocated to more suitable locations." Woo understood. They were demanding 10,000 humans as slaves, and if Earth refused, the aliens would destroy everything and take everyone anyway. "How long do we have to decide?" Woo asked. 30 standard galactic days. This equals approximately 42 of your Earth days," Morlach said. "We will return for your answer and to collect the tribute." The aliens left as suddenly as they had arrived. Their ships rose into the sky and disappeared among the stars. Woo sat in the empty conference room, trying to process what had just happened. Park Jin paced around the room. "We need to evacuate the major cities. Maybe we can hide enough people underground to survive whatever they do to us." Kim-na shook her head. "They found us once. They can find us again. And they said they have done this to many other species. They probably have experience hunting down survivors." Woo called an emergency meeting with all department heads. The conference room filled with Earth's most important leaders. Lee Do, the head of corrections and rehabilitation, sat in the corner taking notes. "The situation is clear," Woo announced. "We must give them 10,000 people or they will kill everyone on Earth. We have 42 days to decide who goes." The room erupted in arguments. Some suggested sending volunteers. Others wanted to send military personnel who could fight. A few suggested sending criminals, but most leaders rejected this idea as too cruel. Lee Do raised his hand. "Prime Minister, may I suggest something?" "Go ahead," Woo said. The aliens asked for our finest specimens. They want people who represent the best of humanity, but they never defined what finest means. What are you thinking? Kim Na asked. Li Do stood up. In my facilities, I oversee some of the most exceptional people on Earth. People who have shown remarkable skills, incredible determination, and absolute dedication to their goals. The aliens want our best people, while criminals can be the best at what they do. The room fell silent. Park Jin was the first to speak. You want to send murderers and thieves to represent humanity? I want to send people who will not quietly accept slavery, Li Do replied. The aliens expect frightened workers who will follow orders. Instead, we give them people who have spent their lives breaking rules and fighting authority. Wu thought about this idea. It was crazy, but it might work. Tell me more. Li Do pulled out a tablet. We have criminals who are experts in violence, manipulation, and survival. People who have proven they will do anything to get what they want. If anyone can survive hostile alien colonies and cause problems for our enemies, it would be them. But they are criminals, Kim Na protested. They are in prison for good reasons. Yes, Li Do agreed. And that makes them perfect for this job. The aliens want to enslave humanity, so we send them people who are very good at destroying the things they hate. Wu looked around the room. The other leaders were scared, confused, and desperate. This plan was insane, but every other option led to the death of everyone on Earth. How many dangerous criminals do we have? Wu asked. More than 10,000, Li Do answered. Much more. Wu made his decision. Contact the prison facilities. Start making a list of our most dangerous prisoners. We are going to give the aliens exactly what they asked for. Our finest specimens. Park Jin shook his head. This is either the smartest plan in human history, or the most evil thing we have ever done. Maybe both, Wu replied. But it might be the only way to save Earth. Li Do spent the next week visiting every maximum security prison on Earth. His tablet contained files on thousands of criminals, but he needed specific types of people for this mission. The aliens wanted Earth's finest specimens, so he would give them humans who were the very best at being dangerous. At Busan Maximum Security Facility, Li Do interviewed Kang Su. The man sat across from him in shackles, his arms covered with military tattoos. Kang Su had been special forces before. He became an arms dealer. He was serving life in prison for selling weapons to terrorist groups and killing government agents who tried to stop him. Why should I care about aliens? Kang Su asked when Li Do explained the situation. Because you can get out of this prison and fight again, Li Do replied. The aliens think they are getting slaves, instead they are getting you. Kang Su smiled. It was not a nice smile. What kind of weapons do these aliens have? Advanced technology. Energy weapons, force shields, faster than light travel. Sounds like fun, Kang Su said. When do we leave? At Seoul Cybercrimes Facility, Li Do met with Yoon Mi. She was small and looked harmless, but she had crashed the computer systems of 3 major corporations and stolen enough money to buy a small country. The governments of 12 nations wanted her executed for cyber terrorism. You want me to work for the people who are enslaving humanity? Yoon Mi asked. I want you to work for humanity by destroying the aliens from inside their own systems, Li Do explained. Yoon Mi laughed. You want me to hack alien computers? Can you do it? I can hack anything with circuits. Give me access to their systems and I will own them completely. Li Do made notes on his tablet. Consider yourself recruited. The worst criminal was at Daegu Isolation Unit. Choi Bin was kept alone because he kept trying to eat the other prisoners. He had killed 47 people in ways that made experienced police officers sick. When Li Do entered his cell, Choi Bin was exercising. I know why you are here, Choi Bin said without looking up. You want to send me to the aliens. How did you know? The guards have been talking. They think this is a death sentence for all of us. Choi Bin stopped exercising and stared at Li Do. They are wrong. This is a buffet. Li Do felt cold. The aliens are not human. We do not know if they are edible. Only one way to find out, Choi Bin replied. At Incheon Mental Health Prison, Lee Do found Young So. She had convinced 200 people to kill themselves because she told them it would make them immortal. Before her arrest, she had been building a following of thousands. Young So was beautiful and spoke in a soft voice that made people want to believe everything she said. The aliens are making a mistake, Young So said when Lee Do finished explaining. How so? They think they understand humans, but they do not understand that humans will follow someone who gives them hope, even if that hope is false. Especially if that hope is false. Lee Do added her name to his list. Young So would be very useful if she could turn alien workers against their own government. The last criminal was Dr. Song Gil. He was kept at a special facility designed for dangerous scientists. Song Gil had created biological weapons that could kill entire cities. His own government had arrested him when they found out he was planning to test his creations on civilian populations. Fascinating, Song Gil said when Lee Do described the aliens. I have always wondered about alien biology. This will be an excellent opportunity for research. Research? Oh yes. I will need to understand how alien bodies work before I can design proper biological weapons against them. This mission will provide perfect test subjects. Lee Do left the facility feeling sick. These criminals were monsters, but they were exactly what Earth needed. The aliens expected to receive frightened humans who would work quietly in their minds. Instead, they would get humanity's most dangerous predators. Back at government headquarters, Lee Do met with Prime Minister Han Woo and the other leaders. Park Jin had been working on the technical aspects of the mission. We will put tracking devices in every criminal, Park Jin explained. Small implants that the aliens should not detect. We can monitor where they go and what happens to them. Kim Na had been preparing the documentation. We need to describe these criminals in ways that make them sound valuable to the aliens, but we cannot lie about their abilities. She showed them her work. Kang Soo was listed as a tactical innovation specialist with extensive experience in weapons development and conflict resolution. Yoon Mi was described as a systems integration expert with proven ability to access and modify complex networks. Choi Bin was called a nutritional specialist with deep knowledge of human biological systems. This is insane, one of the other advisors said. We are sending psychopaths to represent humanity. We are sending weapons, Wu corrected. The aliens want to enslave us, so we are giving them slaves who will destroy them from the inside. Lee Do raised concerns about controlling the criminals. Some of these people will cause chaos even if it hurts other humans. Choi Bin will probably try to eat human prisoners along with aliens. That is a risk we have to take, Wu decided. The alternative is letting the aliens enslave 10,000 innocent people. Park Jin had more information about the mission. Our intelligence suggests the aliens will split the prisoners across multiple locations. They do not want to risk putting all 10,000 humans in one place. Good, Lee Do said. That means our criminals will be scattered across their empire. They will cause problems in many different places at the same time. Kim Na finished the last of the paperwork. The criminals think they are being offered early release to work in off-world facilities. Most of them are excited about the opportunity. Do they know the truth? Wu asked. They know enough. We told them the work will be difficult and dangerous, but they will be free from Earth's prison system. For most of them, that is worth the risk. Lee Do checked his final list. 10,000 of Earth's most dangerous criminals, each one selected for specific skills that would be useful in destroying the alien civilization from within. Arms dealers, hackers, killers, cult leaders, mad scientists, and thousands of others who had spent their lives fighting against law and order. When the aliens return, we will have their tribute ready, Lee Do announced. Wu looked out the window at the city below. Millions of innocent people lived normal lives, completely unaware that their safety depended on sending monsters to the stars. History will judge us for this decision, Wu said. History will judge us for keeping humanity free, Lee Do replied. There, criminals were transported to a staging area outside Seoul. They were told they would be leaving Earth soon for new opportunities among the stars. Most of them were happy to go. Prison had been boring. Fighting aliens sounded much more interesting. Earth had 42 days to prepare. They used every single one of them to make sure their gift to the aliens would be as devastating as possible. The alien ships returned exactly 42 days later. This time they brought massive transport vessels designed to carry thousands of passengers. Ambassador Thekvar landed at the same location with his assistant Morlach and a team of alien officials. Prime Minister Han Wu met them at the orbital transfer station that Earth had quickly built above the planet. The criminals were already waiting in holding areas, organized into groups of 100. They wore simple work clothes and carried small bags of personal items. To the aliens, they looked like ordinary human workers. Kim Na stood beside Wu with a tablet containing detailed files on every criminal. She had spent weeks writing descriptions that were technically accurate, but designed to mislead the aliens about what kind of people they were receiving. "Welcome back, Ambassador," Wu said as the aliens entered the station. "We have prepared your tribute as requested." Thekvar's forearms gestured approval. "Excellent. We are pleased by humanity's cooperation. Other species have required more encouragement. We understand the importance of contributing to galactic society," Kim Na replied smoothly. Morlach stepped forward with his own tablet. "We would like to review the specimens before transport. The Galactic Council requires documentation of each worker's skills and background." "Of course," Kim Na said. "We have prepared detailed files on each individual. Let me show you some examples of our finest people." She led the aliens to the first holding area, where Kang Su waited with 99 other criminals. Kang Su stood, at attention like a soldier. His military training made him look disciplined and professional. "This is Kang Su," Kim Na explained. "He is a tactical innovation specialist with extensive experience in weapons development and conflict resolution. He has led teams in high-stress situations and excels at finding creative solutions to complex problems." Thekvar examined Kang Su through the transparent barrier. "He appears physically strong and mentally focused. What kind of weapons development?" "Small arms, explosives, and tactical equipment," Kim Na replied. "He has also trained other humans in combat techniques and survival skills." Morlach made notes on his device. "Excellent. Physical strength and technical knowledge are valuable in mining operations. Warriors often make good workers when properly motivated." The aliens moved to the next holding area. Yunmi sat quietly in the corner, working on a small handheld computer. She looked harmless and intelligent. "This is Yunmi," Kim Na said. "She is a systems integration expert with proven ability to access and modify complex networks. She understands computer systems better than almost any human alive." "Computer skills are useful," Thekvar agreed. "Mining operations require extensive computer coordination. Can she work with alien technology?" "She learns new systems very quickly," Kim Na replied. "Give her access to any network and she will understand it completely within days." The aliens seemed pleased. They did not understand that Yunmi was planning to steal everything she could access and sell alien military secrets to the highest bidder. In the third area, Choi Bin was doing push-ups. He was incredibly fit and moved with the grace of a predator. The other criminals gave him plenty of space. "This is Choi Bin," Kim Na said carefully. "He is a nutritional specialist with deep knowledge of human biological systems. He understands anatomy, physiology, and dietary requirements better than most doctors." Morlach was interested. "Medical knowledge is valuable in remote mining colonies. Can he treat injuries and illnesses?" "He has very detailed knowledge of how bodies work," Kim Na replied. "He knows exactly where to find vital organs and how much damage different body parts can survive." The aliens missed the dark meaning behind her words. They saw a medical expert who could keep workers healthy. They did not see a cannibal who was planning to hunt them for food. Jung So was in the fourth area, surrounded by criminals who listened carefully to everything she said. Even in prison clothes, she looked elegant and spoke with a voice that made people want to trust her. "This is Jung So," Kim Na explained. "She is a motivational leadership consultant with extensive experience in organizational management. She has successfully led large groups of people and helped them achieve their goals. Tekvar was very interested. Leadership skills are rare and valuable. What kind of groups has she led? Religious and social organizations, Kim Na replied. She has a gift for inspiring people and helping them find purpose in difficult situations. People naturally follow her guidance. The aliens were impressed. They thought they were getting a natural leader who would help organize human workers. They did not know Jung So was planning to start a revolution. The last specialist was Dr. Song Gil. He looked like a professor with his glasses and quiet manner. He was reading a book about alien biology that Earth scientists had prepared for him. "This is Dr. Song Gil," Kim Na said. "He is a biological research pioneer with advanced knowledge of genetics, disease, and biochemistry. He has developed new treatments for medical conditions." Morlock was excited. "A scientist. We rarely receive scientists as tribute. Most species send only laborers." "Dr. Song Gil represents the best of human scientific achievement," Kim Na replied. "He creates new biological solutions to complex problems." Song Gil looked up from his book and smiled at the aliens. "I am very excited to study alien biology," he said in practiced English. "There is so much I can learn from other species." The aliens were delighted. They thought they were receiving a cooperative scientist who would help improve their medical technology. They had no idea he was planning to create biological weapons designed specifically to kill them. After reviewing the specialists, Tekvar and Morlock examined random groups of other criminals. Kim Na had descriptions for all of them. Bank robbers became financial systems experts. Arsonists were demolition specialists. Con artists were cultural integration consultants. "These humans are remarkably skilled," Tekvar told Wu. "Most species provide only basic laborers. Your people will be valuable additions to our mining operations. We believe in contributing our best to the galactic community," Wu replied. The transfer process began. Groups of criminals were loaded onto alien transport ships. The aliens provided each human with a translator device and basic information about their destinations. The prisoners would be split across 12 different mining worlds throughout Vorthak space. As the last transport ship was loaded, Tekvar shook hands with Wu using 2 of his 4 arms. "This has been a most successful integration. We will return in 1 galactic year for the next tribute. We will be ready," Wu replied. The alien ships departed Earth's orbit and disappeared into faster-than-light travel. Wu watched from the observation deck as they vanished among the stars. Kim Na joined him at the window. "Do you think our plan will work?" "The criminals are exactly what the aliens asked for," Wu replied. "They wanted our finest specimens. They got people who are the very best at destruction, manipulation, and survival." Park Jin arrived with his monitoring equipment. "The tracking devices are working. We can follow their locations as they travel through alien space." "How long before we know if the plan worked?" Kim Na asked. 3 months, Wu estimated. "Maybe sooner if our people work quickly." Down on Earth, news reports told people that volunteers had been sent to work in peaceful mining colonies. The truth was classified at the highest levels. Only a few dozen people knew that Earth had just sent 10,000 weapons disguised as workers into the heart of alien civilization. 3. Aliens thought they had received tribute. Instead, they had received a declaration of war. 3 months after the human prisoners arrived at their destinations, reports began reaching Vorthak High Command. At first, the reports seemed like isolated incidents: equipment failures, worker accidents, communication problems. But as more reports arrived, a pattern emerged that terrified alien commanders across the Empire. On mining world Keth 7, Kang Su had been assigned to oversee equipment maintenance. The Vorthak supervisors thought his military background would help organize the other human workers. They were right, but not in the way they expected. Within 2 weeks, Kang Su had identified every weakness in the mining facility's security. He taught the other humans how to make weapons from mining tools. Plasma cutters became energy swords. Industrial explosives became grenades. Heavy machinery became armored vehicles. "The Vorthak have 4 arms, but they think like creatures with no arms at all," Kang Su told his growing army of followers. They put all their weapons in one central armory and assumed slaves would never try to take them. The first attack came at night during shift change. Kang Su's fighters hit the armory, the communications center, and the command post simultaneously. The alien guards were caught completely by surprise. They had never fought humans before and did not understand how creative and vicious human tactics could be. By the end of the week, Kang Su controlled 3 mining complexes. The surviving Vorthak had barricaded themselves in the administrative center and were calling for military assistance. But help was slow to arrive because similar problems were happening across the Empire. On Research Station Vor 12, Dr. Song Gil had been assigned to the medical facility. The aliens thought his biological expertise would help treat sick workers. Instead, Song Gil spent his first month studying alien physiology and testing tissue samples. Fascinating, he told himself as he examined Vorthak blood under a microscope. Their immune systems are completely different from human systems. Much simpler, almost primitive. Song Gil used the research station's equipment to modify a common, human cold virus. The new version was harmless to humans but caused severe aggression in Vorthak. Infected aliens became paranoid and violent toward other aliens. He released the virus through the air filtration system. Within days, Vorthak researchers were attacking each other over minor disagreements. Lab supervisors accused their assistants of sabotage. Security guards fought with maintenance workers. The research station descended into civil war as infected Vorthak formed rival factions and battled for control. Song Gil watched the chaos from the medical center, taking notes and planning his next experiment. At Administrative Hub Moore 3, Yunmi had been assigned to data processing. The aliens thought her computer skills would help manage shipping records and inventory lists. They gave her access to their main computer network without understanding what she could do with that access. "These alien computers are almost insulting," Yunmi said as she explored the Vorthak systems. "No encryption worth mentioning, no security protocols. It is like they have never heard of cyber warfare." Within a month, Yunmi had complete control of the Administrative Hub's computer network. She started by redirecting supply shipments to random locations. Food and equipment meant for mining world Keth 7 ended up at Research Station Vor 12. Medical supplies for the research station were sent to distant military bases. Then she began stealing. Alien bank accounts were emptied. Military patrol schedules were sold to pirates. Classified research data was auctioned to the highest bidders. Yunmi became rich, while the Vorthak Empire's financial systems collapsed around her. Her greatest achievement was hacking into the personal communications of high-ranking Vorthak officials and sending their private messages to their enemies. Within weeks, the alien government was paralyzed by scandals and blackmail. Mining colony Rex 9 had different problems. Choi Bin had been assigned to food preparation because the aliens thought his nutritional knowledge would improve worker meals. This was their worst mistake. Choi Bin's first victims were the alien guards who supervised the kitchen. He killed them quietly and efficiently, then prepared their bodies according to his own recipes. When other Vorthak came looking for the missing guards, Choi Bin served them dinner. "The taste is quite good," he reported to the other human prisoners. "A bit like chicken but with more texture, very nutritious." Word spread quickly among the humans that Choi Bin was hunting aliens for food. Some prisoners were horrified, but others were fascinated. Soon, Choi Bin had organized a hunting club among the more violent criminals. The aliens on Rex 9 began disappearing regularly. Bodies were found with pieces missing. Alien patrols reported being stalked by humans who moved through the mining tunnels like predators. The mortality rate for Vorthak supervisors increased by 3,000%. Processing Center LAC 15 faced a different kind of disaster. Young So had been assigned to worker orientation because the aliens thought her leadership skills would help new arrivals adapt to their jobs. Instead, she began recruiting followers for a revolution. "The Vorthak tell you that you are slaves," Young So said during her first orientation session. "But they are wrong. You are prisoners of war, and every prisoner of war has a duty to escape and fight back." Her voice was hypnotic and her arguments were compelling. She told the alien workers that their government had lied to them about humans. She convinced them that the Galactic Council was corrupt and that only revolution could bring justice. Within a month, half the alien workforce at Lock 15 had joined Yungso's liberation movement. They sabotaged equipment, shared classified information with humans, and began planning attacks against their own supervisors. The processing center split into two factions: loyalists who supported the Vorthak government and revolutionaries who wanted to overthrow it. Both sides were armed and both sides were angry. Similar reports arrived from all 12 locations where humans had been sent. Every mining world, research station, and processing center was reporting unprecedented levels of chaos. Equipment was always being destroyed, workers were disappearing, computer systems were being hacked, and alien staff were either dead, missing, or in open rebellion. Vorthak military commanders held emergency meetings to discuss the crisis. General Kektar reviewed the reports with growing horror. "These humans are not workers," he told his staff. "They are biological weapons designed to destroy us from within." "But Earth's government assured us they were sending their finest specimens," his aide protested. "They did," General Kektar replied grimly. "They sent us their finest killers, thieves, and madmen. We asked for their best people, and they gave us exactly what we requested." The Vorthak Empire was facing a crisis unlike anything in their history. They had ruled the galaxy for centuries by demanding tribute from weaker species. But no species had ever responded by sending saboteurs disguised as slaves. "What are your orders, General?" the aide asked. General Kektar looked at the star map showing the locations of human prisoners. Red warning lights marked every facility where humans were stationed. The entire empire was under attack by 10,000 criminals who were supposed to be grateful slaves. "Send a message to Ambassador Thekvar," the general ordered. "Tell him to return to Earth immediately. We need answers." The humans were winning a war that the aliens did not even know they were fighting, and the worst part was that the chaos was spreading. Other species in the Galactic Council were beginning to ask questions about Vorthak competence. Some were even wondering if humans might make better allies than the Empire that was supposed to protect them. Earth's plan was working, better than anyone had dared to hope. Ambassador Thekvar's ship limped back to Earth 6 months ahead of schedule. The massive vessel showed signs of battle damage, scorched hull plates, disabled weapon systems, and emergency patches covering breaches in the armor. When the ship arrived in Earth orbit, it transmitted an urgent request for immediate negotiations. Prime Minister Han Wu received the message while eating breakfast. He smiled as he read the desperate tone of the alien communication. "They want to talk," he told Kim Na over the phone. "Right now." "Are we ready for them?" Kim Na asked. "We have been ready since the day they left," Wu replied. The meeting took place in the same conference room where the original tribute demand had been made. But this time the atmosphere was completely different. Thekvar entered with only Morlach and 2 guards. The ambassador's usual confidence was gone, replaced by barely controlled anger and fear. "What have you done?" Thekvar demanded before anyone could speak. "Your people are destroying our empire." Wu sat calmly across from the aliens. "Could you be more specific? Our people are working in your mining colonies as requested." "Working?" Morlach's voice rose to a shriek. "They are killing our supervisors, destroying our equipment, and starting rebellions across 12 worlds." Kimna opened her tablet and began reading reports. "According to our tracking data, the workers we provided have been very active. They seem to be excelling in their assigned roles." Thekvar slammed 2 of his 4 fists on the table. "Mining world Keth 7 has fallen completely. Your people have turned it into a military base and are attacking our ships. They are using our own weapons against us." "That sounds like excellent tactical innovation," Wu replied. Kang Su was always resourceful. "Research Station Vor 12 has been abandoned because your scientist created a biological weapon that makes our people insane." Morlach continued. "Half our research staff are dead, and the other half are barricaded in their quarters." "Dr. Song Gil does excellent work," Kim Na noted. "Very creative problem solving. Administrative Hub More 3 has lost all financial records. Your hacker has stolen everything and sold our military secrets to pirates and terrorists." Thekvar was shaking with rage. Yunmi has always been good with computers, Wu said. Very thorough. Morlock pulled up holographic images on his device. The pictures showed alien bodies that had been partially eaten. Mining colony Rex 9 reports that your people are hunting our staff for food. They are eating us. Choi Bin was listed as a nutritional specialist. Kim Na replied, checking her notes. He has extensive knowledge of dietary requirements. And Processing Center LAC 15 is in civil war because your leader convinced half our workers to rebel against their own government? Thekvar's blue eyes were blazing with fury. Young So has always been gifted at motivational speaking, Wu said. Very inspiring. The ambassador stared at the humans in disbelief. You sent us criminals, murderers and monsters disguised as workers. Wu leaned back in his chair. We sent you exactly what you requested. 10,000 of our finest specimens, people who represent the very best of human achievement in their chosen fields. Kim Na turned her tablet toward the aliens. Every person we provided was accurately described in our documentation. Kang-Soo is indeed a tactical innovation specialist. Dr. Song-Gil is truly a biological research pioneer. We fulfilled our contract exactly as specified. You tricked us, Morlock accused. We gave you what you asked for, Wu corrected. You demanded tribute workers. You received people who are exceptionally good at their jobs. The fact that their jobs involve violence, theft, and destruction is not our fault. Thekvar tried to regain his composure. The Galactic Council will not accept this deception. You will provide proper workers immediately or face the consequences. What consequences? Park Jin asked as he entered the room. He carried a tablet showing real-time data from across Vorthak space. The same consequences we threatened before, Thekvar replied. Planetary reorganization. Park Jin showed his tablet to the aliens. According to our intelligence, 7 of your mining colonies have fallen to human-led rebellions. 3 research stations have been abandoned due to biological incidents. Your military is stretched thin, containing the chaos our people have created. And your financial systems are in complete collapse. Other species in the Galactic Council are asking questions about your competence, Kim Na added. Some are wondering if humans might make better leaders than the Vorthak Empire. Wu stood up and walked to the window. You came to Earth expecting to find frightened primitives who would submit to slavery. Instead, you found a species that turns prisoners into weapons and compliance into warfare. Thekvar's anger was replaced by desperation. What do you want? We want you to leave Earth alone, Wu replied, permanently. And we want you to take better care of our people, Kim Na added. They are still human citizens, even if they are criminals. Better care? Morlock laughed bitterly. They are destroying everything we send them. Then stop sending them things to destroy, Park Jin suggested. Give them their own territory and let them govern themselves. The aliens looked at each other in horror. You want us to give criminals their own worlds? Why not? Wu asked. They seem to be taking them anyway. Thekvar was quiet for a long time. Finally, he spoke in a defeated voice. The High Command has already issued orders. Human space is to be designated as a restricted zone. No Vorthak. Ships will approach Earth without explicit permission. And our people in your territory? Kim Na asked. Those who are still alive will be relocated to uninhabited worlds on the edge of our space. They can do whatever they want there as long as they leave our colonies alone. Wu smiled. That sounds reasonable. The aliens prepared to leave. At the door, Thekvar turned back. How did you know this would work? We know our own people, Wu replied. You asked for our finest specimens. We gave you humans who excel at survival, conflict, and chaos. What did you expect would happen? We expected gratitude, Morlock said. Quietly. You enslaved us, Kim Na replied. Gratitude was never an option. The aliens left Earth for the final time. Their damaged ship disappeared into faster-than-light travel, carrying news of humanity's victory back to the Galactic Council. 6 months later, Wu received a message from deep space. The transmission was encrypted with Earth military codes and came from the edge of Vorthak territory. Prime Minister, this is Kang-Soo reporting from the Outer Rim. We have established 7 independent colonies and are in negotiations with 3 other species who want to join our alliance. The Vorthak stay away from us now. We have also made contact with several pirate groups who are interested in purchasing Vorthak military technology. Yunmi's voice added to the transmission. Business is very good out here. Thank you for the career opportunity, Youngso's voice continued. My followers now include members of 6 different alien species. We are planning to expand our liberation movement to other sectors. The local wildlife is delicious, Choi Bin added, though I still prefer the taste of Vorthak. My research continues, Dr. Song Gil concluded. I have developed 3 new biological weapons and am working on a 4th. The aliens give our territory a very wide berth. The message ended with Kang Su's voice. Tell Earth that we are doing well. And if you have any more criminals you would like to export, we could use the help. Wu shared the message with his cabinet. Li Do was particularly pleased. We solved 2 problems at once. We saved Earth from slavery and emptied our prisons. What do we tell the Galactic Council if they contact us again? Kim Na asked. Wu looked out at the peaceful city below. We tell them the truth. Humanity is not interested in being anyone's slaves, but we are very good at making other people's lives difficult. Park Jin checked his monitoring systems. The tracking data shows our people are thriving in their new territories. Crime rates on Earth have dropped to historic lows, and we now have human settlements across 3 sectors of space. All because we gave the aliens exactly what they asked for, Wu reflected. Earth had won its freedom by weaponizing its worst citizens and sending them to destroy their enemies from within. The galaxy would never underestimate humanity again, and somewhere in the depths of space, 10,000 human criminals were building new lives as the most feared warriors and pirates in known space. They had gone from prisoners to conquerors, and they were grateful to Earth for giving them the opportunity. The Galactic Council learned an important lesson. Be careful what you ask for from humanity. You might just get it.